Hi everyone, it is Corey West. Welcome to Life Uptown with me, Corey. I am so excited that you're here. I know I've been sitting around thinking to myself, well, what am I going to do? When you're about to do a podcast or video blogging, you want it to be perfect. And I was thinking to myself, well, we're not perfect. And in this process, I think that you have to learn how to make mistakes and grow. So this is just an intro. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own company. I curate art, miltonwestart.com. I also have a recording career as I would say, a dance track recording artist. I have about 4 dance tracks out under my persona Rex West. And I've taken numerous courses on social media marketing. I took an NYU in conjunction with Tish and Billboard in music essentials, and just a couple other courses in addiction, a recovery coach, things of that nature. And I just want to take all that collective that I have learned over the years and share it with you. So I'm excited. I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to post my new show. And like I said in the very beginning about perfection, I have been sitting constantly looking at, how to put an intro together. What should this, background look like? What should I talk about? And I just feel like a lot of people are more successful when they're authentic, they're honest, and they're true. And I think perfection, when it comes to being perfect, I think it's about being authentic, vulnerable, and just real. And I know I hate when people say, oh, he's real. What does real mean? It just means that, you talk to the camera like you're talking to your friend at home, or, you try not, you want to be a professional, but you don't want it to be so perfect and so rehearsed that people can't really truly tap into what you're trying to share. I've been dreaming about this, and I thought to myself, well, what is it? What's your intention, Corey? What is the intention here? And the intention is, I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of experience. I've had a lot of traumatic things happen to me. And a lot of my friends have always said to me, well, how do you do it? When in the sense that I reinvent myself, I recreate myself. And I know we have seen Madonna do it. We've seen celebrities do it in a creative standpoint. But on a personal level, how do you recreate and redefine yourself when you have trauma happen to you in your life? So I figured I would, tap into some of the things that I have done, some of the teachings that I go out and learn myself for self-help. I used to have an online publication called Overmag, and I wrote about dating a lot. I wrote about just different topics. I remember a long time ago, I wrote this whole spiel about dating, and I kind of had this persona. They're still on YouTube. One day I'll share them with you, but I wrote the dialogue to it, and it was just a part of my experiences. So what I was thinking here is Life Uptown with Corey. Is my life exciting? It depends on, it's relative who you might ask as far as exciting. Life Uptown with Corey, some might think is that I'm a socialite or that I go out, and that's not really Life Uptown with Corey. Life Uptown with Corey is I'm a normal person going through normal things. I'm a gay Black man. I experience discrimination. I have highs and lows in life, but I seem to overcome a lot of those trials and tribulations. And so when I am talking about Uptown with Corey, I want you to get to know me because I do a lot of different things. I used to say when I used to feel bad about myself, and I was dating people that just didn't empower me or make me feel good about myself. I always would say, I can run circles around these people. And in essence, I have done so much. I have an online e-commerce website. I've recorded music, and I'll share some of the traumatic things that happened to me that brought me to that place of creating all these various things. And some bring in money and some don't. However, I think it's important to have, people that we watch on these platforms that just share about life and not just so much about gossip. I think a lot of people who are vloggers or, podcasters, they're successful because they're talking about other people. They're not talking about themselves. And so what I thought I would do is be a little different. I'm going to think outside the box. And when I say I'm thinking outside the box, is that I'm going to talk about myself. And it's a scary thing. Can you imagine I am in my home. However, can you imagine how scary it is to be so vulnerable that people can depict what you're saying, have negative comments about your journey, because you're putting yourself out there, and that is part of the territory. But I believe with good intention, if you can help one person, I think you've done a good job in life. And so that's why I've chosen not to do the gossip stuff. I mean, I might talk about something that I watched on TV or music that I've listened to and give kudos to those people that may not have receive the kudos, or as they say, give them their flowers. So in essence, I'm still working out the kinks of what my true intentions and what I'm gearing Life Uptown with Corey to be. I am planning on interviewing some people, some guest hosts, co-hosts, and just talking about life. I'm thinking that it's going to be a 1-a-week segment kind of thing. If things pop off or become more successful, I will generate a little bit more content. But in the beginning, I'm going to crawl before I can walk. So I'm going to just take it slow with this. Hopefully you will like what I'm sharing with you. My true intention is not to be perfect, to be honest, vulnerable, but to give those, because we are living in a very dark world right now. We need people to share their stories, their testimonies, and just be honest about what they've experienced, but also that they've overcome those challenges. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, perfection. What is perfection? Perfection to me is being honest, vulnerable, and just not worrying about, you want to be professional, as I indicated, because you're putting your best foot forward. You never know what this type of forum, what opportunities can come from them. So I will do my best to put my best foot forward. But this is a work in progress. Be patient. I hope that it gets better and better and better and bigger and bigger. That is my intention. But I also hope that the most important intention here is that you learn from me, learn from my mistakes. I'll share my mistakes, and that you have hope, and that you see that even in the darkest of despair, you can still be perfect just the way you are. Because those trials and tribulations and challenges and even judgments from others are there for a reason. They're so that you can cultivate yourself and become something better. So I wanted to just come in and say hi. I know I've been posting and promoting Uptown, Life Uptown with Corey. I'll get that right. But I didn't want to start in the year off without putting out 1 or 2 videos saying that it is coming. Uptown Life Uptown with Corey. And my motto here is to live colorfully, okay? And be yourself. Thank you for tuning in. And remember to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it, because as my channel grows, I'll be able to grow my content. Thank you for tuning in.